Hey y'all, I'm just making this video because I actually received some amazing advice today. I feel like I'm growing so much as an artist over the past couple of days, weeks. There's been so much personal growth and so much development. I've become much more confident, first of all, in my ability. And I say that to I don't really need anybody else's approval. There was a point in time when it was like I didn't know if I was good. I didn't know if my production was good or if it was quality. And I was thinking, am I weird? Am I off? Because some of the stuff that I like, I feel like other people wouldn't like. And now, not only do I not care if it's weird or off, but I know that it's good because I've gotten affirmations from other people as well, which is really so supportive and so helpful to me. And so kind. So thank you to anybody if you're one of those people who, gave me some feedback on my music or told me that you really dig it or you think it's cool. Or even if you just said, hey, I saw your video or I saw one of your videos. Or somebody told me this earlier this week and I got so hyped because it was just like, she wasn't even like, oh, it was good. She just said she saw my video and it's like, wow, somebody had some type of interest in me to have gotten to the point where they saw a video, right? That's cool. So thanks everybody who's been supporting me. But yeah, about the advice. So today, after church, I talked to 8 months from the group Neon Collars, which is crazy, unbelievable, amazing group that has such an eclectic, dope sound or whatever. From here in Houston, that I'm sure will over the next couple of years just be all over the United States. I have no doubt in my mind about that. But anyways, so I wanted his opinion on my music and stuff because he's a producer and I have only been hearing good things about him. And so, I managed to get him to come and listen to my stuff or whatever. And so I performed some of my songs and he was like, yo, that's dope, that's dope, that's dope. And I was just so amped. But he gave me some awesome advice and I just want to impart that knowledge upon you all. If you're music makers or anything like that. The first thing that he said was that what I show people should be just the tip of the iceberg. I need to have so much material that as people dive deeper into me, as people get more interested in me, their mind and perspective on me will just be expanded and grow. So right now I have a few songs, I try to produce as much as possible, but it's not, I wouldn't call it a library of stuff that I want to show. I have a library of stuff from 9th grade through 12th grade of video game music, but of the production that I'm making right now, I don't have that much. Maybe 20, 25 songs at the most. So I need to beef up my library or whatever, so that I can really show people what I'm about through different songs. So he really said to me just create, become super prolific. And that's not the first time I've heard that, but it was great to hear it reinforced by somebody else who's doing their thing. And when I say he's doing his thing, I heard some of the stuff today, man, this cat is killing them. This stuff is just so dope. It's so heavy. I kept saying it was epic. That's the only word I can use to describe his production. Epic. Him and this dude Dennis, that's hurting my soul that I don't have the music to play for you right now because it was that fly. But anyways, so the first thing is to just have what you show be the tip of the iceberg. Always have so much more that people can find after they do some further investigation. Don't just everything that you put out there be what you are. It is what it is, nothing else behind you. Second thing that he said was to remain as pure as possible. He said that as I get bigger, as I to change and grow, more people are going to want to stick their hands in my stuff. More people are going to want to stick their hands in my music and change it and alter the sound and say, this would go cooler with this, or this would go cooler with that. Or I like your style, but, and he was like, nah, if you think it's dope, then it's dope and stick with it. Which is great because I have had this issue in the past where it's I don't know, if somebody tells me something, I think my stuff is dope. Somebody tells me something and I'm like, okay, I guess I could change it to sound this way, but I'm not happy with that end result. You know what I mean? So this was great because it affirmed that if you feel confident and love something about your music, don't change it for anybody. And obviously, as you get better, you grow and you change and you develop. But he was all about doing it on your own time and on your own terms, not because somebody said, oh, this would sound cool, so you should just do this. And part of that he also said is giving yourself that room for experimentation. Like, if you have a thought, ever have the thought, oh, it would be cool if I did this. He said, do it. Just do it. If you ever think it would be cool to try this, try it. Because the more you expand yourself, the more you know what fits and what doesn't fit, you know? So, and the last thing he said, which is the reason why I'm making this video, is that he had been making music for, a bit, and he said that it had gotten to the point where it was becoming sort of laborious. It was like a task. It was like a job because, the group was getting more popular really quickly, fast, and so they didn't even have time to sit down and like process everything and just be musicians. Again, it was more like, okay, we gotta do this show and do this show and that show and that show, and so the love for the craft was sort of being diminished by this need to, produce high quality shows and meet these expectations that certain people, fans, whoever else had set for them. And so after I finished performing, I was so hyped, y'all. I was like, I was on cloud 9 because like performing for people and like I had memorized my stuff, like, so I was feeling good basically, and he was like, please keep that passion. And what you need to do is like record yourself when you're feeling that passionate, so that if you do lose that desire or whatever at any time, or if you feel like you're making music as a task, you can reference this video and go back to it and say, why am I doing this again, and see. So I'm just making this video basically to tell myself, no, you love music and there's nothing else you'd rather be doing. You always come back to music, like you didn't produce that much in college and you almost tried to push it away and pretend like it wasn't something that was for you, but you're back to it again. Every time you come back to it, it comes harder. It becomes more intense. So I can't run away from it anymore. I love music and I love making it. I love creation. That's what God has given to me, and it will be wretched of me not to follow the path that God has so brightly illuminated for me. So yeah, so keep those things in mind. First, always have more material than you show. Like be the tip of the iceberg. Second, don't change your sound. Don't change your pureness. Keep it real or whatever, and maintain a certain level of integrity for your work. Third, always keep that passion, and if you forget, have something that reminds you of that passion, of that reason for why you love music, why you produce music, why you develop music, so that you can always make your best stuff, because you're always going to be passionate. So that was the dope advice that I got, and I want to thank him, wherever he is, for just helping me to suss through all this stuff, because I have a show coming up in 3 weeks, and this is my first show, so I'm really nervous, but I'm also like so excited and feel like it's God's plan for me is like starting to come to light, which is awesome. All right,